This is Pavlina from Pavlina's Kids Place. I'm on the line with Lucas Crunkshank, who's known as Fred. Hello.
Hey, how are you? Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, well, thank you for joining me. So how are you?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm good. I'm pretty good. So I just got a new app called It's Fred for my iPhone and iPad. So what, did you have?
Oh, really? How do you like it?
Oh, I love it, actually. It's really cool. It's a lot of fun. So how did you...
Awesome.
Yeah, so how did you come up with that app? Did the company come to you for, to design the app? And, did you put any ideas into the app?
Yeah, I mean, basically how that came about was the company who created the app came to me and wanted to make an app surrounding the character Fred, so I thought it was really cool, I mean, to be able to help with an app. So, I mean, they did most of the designing because I don't know how to do any of that, but I gotta, I had a lot of, creative control, and I gotta say how, I wanted it to look and everything, so... And it was a super fun process because, I mean, who gets to say, they gotta create an app, so that was super fun.
Yeah, definitely. It's a really cool app, actually. I loved, collecting the potatoes and all that and everything. But there was, I'm still on
Thank you.
What is it?
I said thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah. So, I'm still, on level 1, and I was trying to get that music note, which is at, the top of the tree. How do I get it? How do I guess you would say fly, Fred up there? Because I couldn't get him, high enough, so...
Weird. I guess you should just keep trying. I don't know.
Okay, sounds good. So, being Fred had to be, a lot of fun at first, but starting out like a talking orange maybe had to be difficult. So, how did you keep your dreams alive when maybe everyone else wasn't seeing Fred's possibilities?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's important when you're trying to make it in anything you're trying to do in life. I mean, there's always going to be a point where it seems like you're the only person who's on board with what you want to do, and you're the only person who believes in yourself. So, I mean, that's what's the most important thing, is just really believe in yourself and have a clear vision and not let anyone else's opinions bring you down, because, I mean, no matter who you are in life, you could be, the most loved person on the planet, and there's still going to be people who try to bring you down because they're jealous or whatever. So, you have to just put all that aside and just stick with whatever you're trying to do.
Yeah, definitely. That's good then. Okay. So you've got a new series on Nickelodeon called Marvin Marvin, where you play a teenager from outer space. So can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, basically I just play this character named Marvin, who's an alien and comes and lives with this American family. And he's just really trying to fit in, which is hard enough when you're a human teenager, but he's like an alien, so he has an extra difficult time. And, yeah, I think there's, part of the show that anyone can relate to, because, I mean, there's so many different characters. Besides Marvin, there's, a sister character and a little brother character and a mom and a dad and a crazy grandpa. So, I mean, I think there's a part that everyone can relate to and will think is funny. So, I mean, I also think kids will be able to relate to it because, I mean, Marvin and his sister and brother go through the same situations that every kid goes through.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So, what are your, special powers as Marvin?
He has a lot of really cool powers. He can talk to animals, which I'm really jealous of, because that would be amazing.
Yeah.
And then he can fly, which is awesome as well. And he can light up his finger and make things hot or cold. He can make soup just with his finger. So I think those are the only powers he can do. I know there might be more that I'm missing, but yeah, those are the basic ones.
Those are really cool. That must be a lot of fun to do. So,
yeah, it is. I mean, especially the flying one, because
yeah,
I actually have to get into a harness and fly around the set, so that's super fun.
Yes, definitely. That would be a lot of fun. So, I'm a teenager in high school, and, there's always a lot of weird stuff happening. What's the craziest things that has happened in your high school?
The craziest thing? I guess the craziest thing that ever happened to me in high school, the weirdest thing, was I was, walking through high school, and, someone had a Fred shirt on, which I thought was really weird and, awkward. But, yeah, so that was funny. I guess that, but I don't know, I mean, I guess I had, a pretty normal high school experience. I just had, my group of friends,
Yeah.
and we just had a lot of fun, so it was a good time.
That sounds really cool, though, definitely. So, do you plan on putting any of your high school experiences into Marvin Marvin?
Yeah, and I think I'll definitely be able to like relate to the stuff Marvin's going through because we all have to go through it in high school. So I think I'll definitely be able to use that experience and use it for the character.
Awesome. Okay. So you've got so much Fred stuff out there, like a new Fred app, albums, TV shows, clothing, and merchandises, websites. So you're like, is it hard to keep track of all of what you're doing? And like, do you have like a certain organization kind of thing that you have to do?
Yeah, and like you said, there is like so much going on, especially in the Fred world.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a little bit hard to keep up with. Like sometimes, like I'll work on a project to do with Fred, and then I'll kind of forget about it because things take so long. Like kind of like the Fred app. Like we've been working on that forever.
Mm-hmm.
But when it actually came out, like I like already forgotten about it. And then like there was also like a Fred book, which like we like talked about like 2 years ago, and then like people would come up to me and be like, "Oh, like I saw the Fred book," and I'm like takes me a second because I'm like, "Oh yeah, like that was something we worked on like 2 years ago."
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's definitely you have to just be really organized and try to remember everything and stay on top of all the websites, updating them and everything. But I mean, ultimately, it's something I love doing, so it doesn't really seem like work or anything.
Yes, definitely. That's cool though. Okay. So what are your upcoming plans and events?
I'm just really excited for Marvin to come out. It comes out November 24th on Nickelodeon, so I'm super excited about that. And just enjoying the holidays and just continue to film the show and have fun.
Awesome. That sounds great. So thank you so much for talking to me.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. You're awesome.
Thank you.